give us your testimony.
Thank you, Chairman Hughes, and the rest of the members of the Senate State Affairs Committee. My name is Phil George, and I am a pastor at Grace Life Church of Dallas, and I'm representing the church and myself today. In 1857, in the Dred Scott decision, the United States Supreme Court ruled that black people, quote, are not included and were not intended to be included under the word citizens in the Constitution, and can therefore claim none of the rights and privileges which that instrument provides for and secures to citizens of the United States. This was a shockingly unjust and unconstitutional ruling. It's a ruling that I shudder to even read, that the United States Supreme Court would say such a thing. But the abolition of slavery came when this unjust Supreme Court ruling was defied first by localities and states and eventually by Congress with the passing of the 13th Amendment. And the states not only defied the Dred Scott decision, they defied the Fugitive Slave Act. So they not only defied one branch of the federal government, they defied two. So I want to highlight 2 points here. That we see from history that rulings of the Supreme Court must not be treated as the infallible final word. And then secondly, that the overturning of slavery began with local magistrates at the county and state level standing up to a discriminatory Supreme Court ruling. So the way I see it is to put forward bills that only seek to regulate abortion in our day is like putting forth bills in the early 1800s to regulate slavery rather than to completely abolish it. It would be like requiring a nice, clean, comfortable slave ship while allowing the slave trade to continue. So, senators, I'm asking you to acknowledge God's law. Abortion must be treated the same as any form of shedding innocent blood. You will be held accountable by God for your actions as legislatures, and He's given you His word as a guide. I'm asking you to abide by the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which says, "Nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. You have sworn to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution, and the Texas Penal Code already defines a person to include all unborn children at every stage of development from fertilization until birth. So our preborn neighbors are persons and must be treated with equal protection. They are persons and must not be deprived of life. Abortion must be treated like the taking of any other human life with malice and forethought as murder, and the unjust Supreme Court decision of Roe v. Wade must be ignored as non-binding on Texans. Many states are defying the federal government now when it comes to marijuana. How much more should we in Texas be willing to defy the federal government when it comes to protecting innocent life? So I'm urging you to substitute the wording of HB 3326 for SB 9 to actually end abortion in Texas once and for all. Thank you for your time.
Pastor, thank you for your testimony. Senators, any questions for the witness? Thank you for being here. Oh, I thought I saw a hand. Okay, thank you for being here. Appreciate you, Pastor.